everyone, my name is Omega the Real, or Omega if you want to keep it short and simple, and today we're going to be looking at what is possibly the best released Optimus Prime that has come out of mainline for the last decade, possibly, maybe. And that figure is the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Prime. Now, to start off this review, I do want to say I will be comparing previous releases such as the mainline Optimus Prime and the Bumblebee movie Optimus, specifically the premium finish version, just to show the design details and how different these guys are from each other. So, that's a little disclaimer that I'll get out the way first, and now we can continue. Detail and paint on this guy is fantastic. The amount they are able to squeeze in here is amazing. All the mechanical detail on this guy is amazing, but the paint is a little lacking in some areas, of course. That is sometimes a common issue with Studio Series figures, is that they don't have as much paint, but premium finish is a thing for that, except we got it with the lesser mold. Unfortunate. Overall, his details, like I said, are fantastic. The detailing, the mechanical, all the parts on here don't feel bland or don't feel untouched. Everything here looks perfect. There's nothing here about the design that I don't actually hate besides the side skirts, but we'll get into that when we go to articulation. Paint, on the other hand, like I said, is limited, but with what they have, I think they put it in the right places, but it could use a little bit more due to it looking a little bit cheap. That's all I could say with that. But to be fair, it doesn't look as cheap as the mainline version, so that has a plus up against that. So there we go. Articulation is a little limited, but surprising in the lower half. His arms, of course, do have the hot rod shoulders that we've actually seen with the Armada Optimus we took a look at 2 weeks ago. So if you haven't seen the review, go ahead and go see that. I actually kind of really like that thing. But this guy's, all of his movement is in the legs. These things go up like crazy. And because these little skirt flaps don't move, they engineered a way to have them bend all the way up like that. So that is pretty crazy. Definitely one of Hasbro's better moments. And then they completely reversed it and did the hot rod shoulders, which limit articulation and kind of scuff him up a little bit. It's a little unfortunate that they just looked over that design flaw, but considering how he transforms, I think this was intentional. But overall, his articulation is fantastic. There's nothing to complain here besides the shoulders, but like I said with Armada Optimus, I don't really care about these, and I still think he moves around fairly well just with them. His weapons, though, are a little lackluster. I will say this is the one part of Rise of the Beast Optimus I don't really like, and that is his sword and his cannon. The sword I love. It's very Bayverse inspired, Prime inspired. It's just the sword that we've known him to use from over the years. And I do like how metallic and shiny the paint is compared to the gray parts of his body. And I'm glad they didn't just cast it in a solid gray piece. The cannon, on the other hand, is something that I'm a little more upset with. I'm not upset with the size, just of how puny it is. But to be fair, I think they didn't have enough budget considering what they already had in this guy. So the fact that we got this is just a little embarrassing, but if you want, you could just 3D print your own or get DNA Designs as canon. So if you're really mad about it, there's always a solution to fix your problem. Overall, the accessories are fine. I do really enjoy the design of the sword, and yeah, that cannon's a little underwhelming. But it doesn't really take away from the playability of this guy, and it can still get some really great shots with it. Size comparisons, though, he stands pretty well at 6.5 inches tall. Definitely a standard Voyager, if not a little bit more bulkier with the thighs and the legs. Definitely adding some weight to him. Giving him more of a, I want to say, balanced weight to him. I'm not really sure how to say that, but we'll say just that. And he stands at a pretty good height. Pretty much scaling well enough with the rest of the figures that we've gotten so far from Rise of the Beast. And scales much better with your figures than the mainline version will ever scale. So sad to see that one go. I really love this thing, but it's no Studio Series figure. Overall, that's my thoughts for the robot mode. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. The only thing that would make this any better would be the hot rod shoulders, fixing them so that they have more length, and the robot mode giving them more movement, and the cannon, making it more accurate to the film instead of being a little stub. Transformation is actually pretty well done. I do enjoy the transformation of this guy. It's nothing that we haven't seen before, besides some tabbing in here and there. But once we get that out of the way, there is a big issue with this guy, and it is the back. And like many other people, I don't actually find this to be that bad of a thing. What I do find to be ugly, however, is these little block pieces that I'll circle right here. These things jut out in the vehicle mode and also jut out in robot mode, and they're just very, very big eyesores. I don't like how they look. To be honest, I would just go in there and snip it myself, but if this thing wasn't a Target exclusive, then that wouldn't be stopping me, but oh, we can't all be winners. The vehicle mode, on the other hand, just by itself, ignoring the back, is fantastic. It's actually accurate to the film, unlike the Bumblebee movie one we got, and is more accurate than Mainline, but Mainline wasn't even trying at that point. It was just being a truck. To be fair, it was an okay truck. Sizing with the other Autobots as well, and even some Scourge and Battletrap and Nightbird, they all look great together. And Prime's colors really pop here. Probably pop the most out of all the Autobots. I don't know, it's just his red and blue and grays really help just seal the fact that this guy is a robot and not a normal truck. I don't know, what do you guys think? Overall, my final thoughts on the figure is that this thing has been one of the best Transformers figures that I've been able to mess with in a long, long time. It's definitely this will be one of the most, like, how do I say it, monumental figures of all time. Everything that it does here is just about perfect, and every Optimus Prime figure could improve from this going forward. They just have to take what this guy's done already, repeat a few of those things, and improve upon a couple others, and you could have yourself the best Optimus Prime. There's so few things holding this guy back, but honestly, there's so little that I just still really think this is good. Well, that's been it for this review. My name is Omega, and I will talk to you all later.